Okay, so first of all, lots of things have happened. Hi, welcome to Hal Sparks Mega Worldwide. I'm Hal Sparks, your host. I will be Hal Sparksing the rest of the evening. If you're interested in Hal Sparks, this is your Hal Sparks destination for me to Hal Sparks. Now, why do I say Hal Sparks over and over again? Because it's a stupid thing to talk about yourself in the third person. I agree, but it works. And until such time as it stops working, I'm going to use it. I'm not going to drive a nail with the palm of my hand just because I can when I'd rather keep them smooth and kissable and use a hammer. So that said, welcome to Hal Sparks Land. There's too much to cover today. We covered a little bit this morning before the guy showed up to jump up on my roof and improve my solar. Sounds weird. By the way, welcome chat room. Let's bring you guys in here. Hello. How's it going? What's happening? Throw some emojis in there. Subscribe on Twitch. Patreon.com/HalSparks. All that stuff. I always forget to say it. Super chats, thank you for those. Keeps the show afloat. Memberships, you can gift them or just have them. What else am I supposed to do? Fuck it. Anyway, so see, the sharing and the liking, that's free. And you can do that, and that's just lovely. And let me tell you, if you want to, every time someone shares my show, a maggot loses his shit. If you really want to irritate these folks, you got to help me get everywhere. Because I seriously feel like I'm the only person that can take the hits that's out there, like, completely. I feel like I'm the, like... I mean, there's a reason why one of my favorite pictures in the world is the Captain America against Thanos' army with the broken shield and the broken arm just walking towards him. My Venmo sign, you're right, it is not up right now. I'll put it up on the other thing. Was that? But I think, hold on, is my audio working? Hold on. My earphone just made one of those weird, like, I don't feel like working noises. Let's see if I can grab one of these.
It's all over the country.
Okay, I hear something. Okay, so I'll just have to put this guy in its cradle and let it charge because I can hear with the other one, or maybe this thing just needs to wake up. But either way, here I am. Where was I? Like, and I'm amazing and all that kind of stuff. But share the show out because I really feel like I got to ratchet my numbers up as we get towards 2026 so that I'm talking across the fucking podcast zone with these assholes with 1 million subscribers, because they're just not going to take the show seriously, and they don't want to. Let's be abundantly clear. Folks, I have more real subscribers than a lot of these folks do, actual human beings. But because they use bots and all this stuff, they puff their numbers up, and they don't want to take me seriously. So we got to make them. It's got to be a moral imperative, as Chris Knight would say. So, solar for water or heat. It's solar for electricity. We have a tankless water heater. I'm trying to seal this place down as environmentally conscious as I possibly can be. Thank you, Alyosha, for being on Twitch, because you are awesome. My goal on this house that we live in right now is to take it off the grid. I know I can't because of the grid around here, like it's going to remain hooked up for sales purposes. But if I could make this thing isolated so it does not require a draw from the electrical grid, that feels like it'd be a good thing. Yes? Like, I feel like that's one of the ways I would be contributing. And so we have solar panels on the top of the house, and we added 6 more panels. It's been 4 years since we put the original setup on here. And so we measured how much energy the house is using, and God knows, with my crazy basement setup and my guitar amps, I'm sure that, well, the truth is, this whole thing draws about as much as a toaster. But still, I think I probably draw more than most people in my neighborhood. I mean, my next door neighbor has like an esports team that practices in his garage. So I think they're probably sucking up the internet nearby and using a lot of, like, they're cooking shit with their with their video cards, right? So, but my goal would be to, make my system take my system off the grid and make my life less of a drag. If I can't improve, I guess I gotta do both. As I improve the lives of other people, which is the goal of my life through education and information and entertainment. At the same time, I can eliminate parts of me that might be a drag, right? Over time, you start, narrowing what you need and what you take from the commons. Yeah? Thank you for that, Nigger Crinkles, right? And so if I can lower my impact and the grid is out there and there's an emergency and I'm not a draw on it, that would be awesome. Oh, September 25th, Harry Dunn and I have the same birthday? That's awesome. That's very cool. So anyways, there you go. Now, there's a lot to cover today. We spoke a little bit about there's like a Jesus. They cut up slices of RFK Jr. and there's plenty to watch. But there's a lot of stuff that's going on that I think deserves our attention. I have committed myself to not following the laser pointer. I am not going to automatically online, and I know it will cost me viewers because people looking for a dopamine fix or an outrage boner are going to feel a little disappointed by my channel at times because I'm going to focus more on shrugging off the small things and solving long-term the big things. Yes? Is that okay with everybody? I hope so, because that's what I'm going to do. And I thank you very much, Sarasota, for FOH. So, where we go? Hi, Nancy Rose. Hello, OMG. Hello. I had to reload my chat up here because I couldn't see you guys for a second. So I was trying to read both directions like that, which is not helpful. So explain the rescind, unrescind, pause. Sorry, say that again. I'm so confused now. I think I'm in the middle of something. Fuck the outrage boner. Yes, but hey, it's a fucking industry. Remember that guy? Okay. Remember that guy, what's his name? Tommy Bilge Pump. What's his name? Hold on. Yeah, there he is. Let's see. Impact Theory. That's this dude's fucking channel. Hold on. I want to show you something because he's getting a response. This is one of these guys who used to do a show that was like what he calls spiritual entertainment, which is like positivity and growth and business expansion, all the stuff that's difficult because you have a lot of competition. And he decided he wanted to be kind of like the crypto geek Alex Jones. Like everybody's trying to slice off a chunk of that shit. Okay, and I fuck this. I'm gonna look at my history because I watched part of this. I want to show you the tail end of this shit because it's indicative of what I've been talking about in terms of people like monetizing the outrage stream. And let's see, yeah, scrolling. What the fuck was that? Open it. It was from his show couple of days ago. It was because in the like description of this shit, it had Jesus Christ. The days pass so fucking fast that I honestly, this was week. This might have been days ago. I'm like everything's folding in on its fucking self. Yeah, it was before that. I'm scrolling. Work with me. Hold on one second, because I'm finding something, and I think it's kind of crucial to how these assholes talk. Oh, and I do have something else to show you. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we'll do this first. Oh my God, the amount of shit I watch just to keep up with these dickheads is fucking brutal. Trump just out? No, because I went all the way to the end of it. Son of a bitch. You are so stupid, Tommy Bellio, you stupid. Okay, Okay, fuck it. I'm going to show you something else because I'll dig it up later. But the point is that at the end of his show, they were doing like viewer questions, and somebody started pushing back on it. Like he was getting a question that brought up the point that I brought up, which is like, you're just marketing outrage and fear for a fucking living now. Now, hold on one second. Let me pause this. Let me tell you. I almost, I had to go outside, so I had my keys on. I have a pathological aversion to like monetizing fear and panic and worry and disdain. Like, it's really fucking hard. Like, and I get it. You can make a shit ton of money off this, right? I get it. But I'm just not gonna fucking do it. I believe in you guys, and I believe that there's an audience out there for people who, you know, for occasionally, even if you just want to break from the outrage dopamine, you know, sleigh ride you're on all the time, where somebody can come along and go, okay, worry doesn't help. Let's look at what we can fix. And let's prepare ourselves with information and emotional resilience for when shit does happen, so that when it happens right in front of us, we can be the gift in that moment. That's what matters to me, right? That's what matters, okay? And it's not like, again, you know how they always tell you, like, look at the market and differentiate yourself. And they go, well, that's what I'm fucking doing, basically. And there are so many people out there selling panic and selling derision and division. And it's, look, I get it. It's a great moneymaker. You can pave your driveway with it. Good for fucking you. I'm not going to do it. That's crucial. So anyways, I'm just letting you know. And so what we're going to do is look at, as we continue to watch how these talking points come up, and see how we, myself included, but also you, can look at these arguments before they reach the zenith of Trump world, and by understanding them, then we have a rebuttal to them that isn't just circle jerk, you know, wanking jargon onto a, you know, I don't know, something in the middle, a goat. I don't know what I gotta get invited to these circle jerks. I just don't do it. I can't go to the Hollywood ones. The DC ones won't. You know, I guess maybe it's just because I'm my moral compass is so severe when it engages that they're afraid a cinder block will be nearby, and one of them will be one of the awfuls, and they'll just have to be done away with. And they're like, well, you invited him, so. Because that's, you know, you do not or will not be a lobbyist? No, right. And yeah, I do need to reach around, just from a, you know, from a promotional standpoint. How are you going to Google fact check when everything in White House is official BS? Doesn't matter. Like, it was that way before. Still was able to do it. And the truth doesn't shift. Again, Trump can fucking say he turned on a giant faucet or moved the moon to slow down the tides. It doesn't change it. And you don't have to pretend it's true just because he says so. And yes, I'm a positivity rebel. It's a great idea. You said positive rebel, but Georgina, I'm going to run with that. And I'm going to, but that's the case I'm making. And if you don't want to participate in that, or you think that's not the way to go, I got news for you. There's plenty of shit to watch. But to me, this is too important to let them hijack any of my skill or intellect or humor or all the tools that I have, even if it's just to be annoyingly positive in the face of difficulty. Because like, even if that alone irritates the fuck out of those people, out of the maggot world, it's worth it. It has value just for that, right? Because they'll jack off to your outrage. They'll fap to your horror and sadness and the leaking of your empathy. But they are completely fucking puzzled when you're like, that all you got? like, you just look at your fucking watch and watch their time and power tick by. Like it's going to stay? I mean, because I know they want to believe that. I'm sure there was a period where some Democratic leaders believed that it would never change again and Republicans would never come back into power, right? That's a thing. Okay, TikTok, motherfucker. So on we go. Now, we're not going to watch all of these because I know some of you hate these people, and that's just part of it. And also, a lot of this is just a long drag. And I don't do... I don't pre-watch some of these things, especially when there's long-form videos. I don't pre-watch them so that I can take the dumbest part out and give you the illusion that the rest of it was somehow reasonable, you know, which I think is the mistake when people take clips from people's videos or clips from people's speeches. The problem is that you take away this idea like, oh, you attack that part because they flubbed or they fucked up, but the rest of it was awesome. That's how they've sold Trump for a long time. Not going to do it. So I'm going top to bottom and all these kind of things. I'll bail out like any viewer of these videos because that's a reasonable prerogative, right? But I'm not going to like give them the illusion of competence by only grabbing one little piece. And by the way, I already signed up for White House press credentials. Who said that? Hold on. Skip. Yes, I already did it. I already filled it out. Now I'm on some sort of list, I'm sure. I'm sure I'm on like a no-fly list and I can't go to Dulles anymore. So anyways, I did fill it out and I did list it as all the mediums that I'm on. And so they're probably watching right now. Hi. I don't like you. Person watching in the White House, and I hate your fucking boss. However, I'm an American, and I love this country. So unless you're chicken shit, you should give me credentials. Because I will fly to D.C. just specifically to sit there and ask questions about your ignorance about AI, how he's going to answer when the tariffs don't provide the kind of, you know, earnings he's expecting, and why the price of eggs is going to continue to climb because RFK Jr. isn't going to do shit about bird flu. I think those are reasonable questions. So I want to welcome the whatever maggot is assigned in the White House to watch shit and check people out. And I'm going to challenge that person to not be a total pussy in their parlance. I know you guys like to do the pretend alpha male thing. And I know with that, your idea of an alpha male is somebody with short hair, a big gut, and a small penis. And I don't qualify on any of those. But I feel like maybe, you know, and I know you don't want to diversify your idea of what masculinity is to get actual masculinity back in there. The fearless aspects of being what I would call tonic masculinity. So if you're not a chicken shit, let me have a credential. Just saying.